What's going on, everybody? Vitai Dubin is here. My dog is asking you, did you survive today? This crypto market crash. Things got from bad to worse. It's been absolutely heinous the last couple of days. The latest news, as you probably know already, that Binance is not going to bail out FTX exchange. They tweeted what was about 1 a.m. in the morning here, Dubai time, as a result of corporate due diligence, as well as the latest news reports regarding mishandled customer funds and alleged U.S. agency investigations, we have decided we will not pursue the potential acquisition of FTX.com. And after this last bit of hope disappeared, we saw Bitcoin crash all the way to $15,600. Absolutely heinous. Ethereum crashed to $1,074 as a result. And of course, I'm not talking about the FTT token. FTT of the FTX exchange token crashed all the way to $2. Even on some exchanges less than that, but it can very well may go even to zero with complete bankruptcy, as according to the recent information, FTX warns of bankruptcy without rescue for $8 billion shortfall. That's how much they are missing right now, $8 billion in order to have all the customers in the FTX exchange to make whole, right? $8 billion. And Binance is not going to the rescue because they don't want to deal with all of the regulation. The probably now the SEC, the CFTC, they're investigated FTX, and Binance just doesn't want to be involved in all of that. So Sam Bankman-Fried, that once had more than $16 billion net worth, is actually filing for bankruptcy now. He's owning like $650 million, and it all seems to be happening so quickly, right? Just a week ago, everything seems to be normal. FTT price is hovering nicely, and people for the most part didn't suspect about what's going on. So I will get to the with you to give more clarity about how is it possible, because looking from the outside, the world's second or third largest crypto exchange in the world, FTX, is going completely down in a matter of 2 days. Just 2 days. Because what? Because Binance sold some FTT tokens? Is that really the cause? Not really, but it's definitely part of it. But looking from the outside, wow, just wow, guys, absolutely insane. FTX exchange going down. People cannot withdraw funds from FTX exchange. So that tells you something, that there is nothing out there that is too big to fail. It's like a Lehman Brothers, right? Before they fell, they also assured everyone assets are fine. Just like the Sam Bankman-Fried told on Twitter to people, that he deleted this tweet later, assets are fine, everything is fine. And 24 hours later, there is no tweet, assets are not fine, right? Yes, his own Lehman Brothers moment right there. FTX is attempting to raise rescue financing in the form of debt, equity, or a combination of the two. I fucked up, he said on the investors call. He said he will be incredibly, unbelievably grateful if investors stepped in. So FTX has also a prominent list of backers such as Sequoia Capital, BlackRock, Tiger Global Management, SoftBank Group, etc. So all of these firms that have invested in FTX are suffering big time. Binance had set date. I tried to bail them, but it's just impossible. It's impossible. He said there was no master plan to take over FTX, although it does seems like it. It looks like it, but he said it's not. So we're dealing with a pretty serious situation on the market. FTX has been one of the largest and most visible cryptocurrency exchanges, buoyed by high-profile partnerships with athletes, teams, and sports leagues. The company was valued at $32 billion in January, when it raised an additional $1.8 billion. Just recently, it was valued $32 billion, not too long ago. The SEC and the CFTC are both now investigating FTX. So what happened is they misappropriated the funds. Look at this. Troubled crypto exchange FTX has faced severe liquidity issues in the past few days. Now agreed to the terms as private competitor investor Binance. So what happened is Coindex broke a story claiming to have acquired the balance sheet of Alameda Research. Alameda Research and Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX is the same thing. It's like they're two different companies, but they are close together. It's like a trading arm of FTX. Yeah. And the balance sheet showed there's like the majority of the money there, like $8 billion, are actually assets of FTT. It's shown on a balance sheet that it's FTT there, and they cannot liquidate this amount of FTT. So Binance, when it saw this situation, yeah, that they're holding Alameda Research on a balance sheet, so many FTT tokens, right? Or like, I'm not going to wait until Terra Luna collapse. They learned their lessons, and they are going to sell all of their stake of FTT, which was about $600 million worth. But they also publicly announced it on Twitter, which helped expedite the bank run on FTX exchange, and people started withdrawing like crazy immediately after CZ announced that. I know it for a fact. My friend messaged me also saying that the moment that he saw this on Twitter, he immediately withdrew all the funds from FTX exchange. So he spotted the weakness. Of course, he wanted to avoid loss for himself, but also he saw an opportunity to attack his largest competitor, FTX, and take it down, which he successfully accomplished in a series of tweets. Completely destroyed FTX, but they already were in trouble. That's the problem. They already had in trouble, and CZ just nailed the coffin. It's not just FTX. Solana also went down by over 40%, and other SEM tokens, right, crashing hard. And the reason is that Sam Bankman-Fried and the FTX, they backed Solana, Sol USDT, let's say, on Binance. Solana crashed from $32 just 2 days ago, from $32 all the way to $12. It's a 60% crash in 2 days. So the reason is that we have a lot of these tokens of Solana are going to be unlocked. Look at this. A total of 18,775,000 Solana, around $330 million, will hit the market after 23 hours. Right? In Epoch 370, 18 million has been unstaked. So it can be withdrawn and essentially sold. It can be withdrawn and sold on an exchange. What else they're going to do? Now, surprisingly, Tron's Justin Sun announcing plan to return normalcy for all FTX users, and he is especially protecting Tron-based tokens and Huobi-based tokens, saying that FTX trading on Tron trading has resumed working on withdrawal functions. Stay tuned. This is only the initial step taken towards a holistic solution that is being taken to resuscitate and return to normalcy for all FTX users. They promised that holders of Tron, Sun, GST, BTT, and HT, all Sun and Huobi related tokens, will be able to redeem them on a 1-1 basis, even if withdrawals from FTX fail. So it's like a Tron arc building its way underway. Very cool that he is helping his tokens from the troubled exchange FTX. I hope that you did not had money in FTX. Like Galaxy Digital, for example, disclosed a $77 million exposure to FTX and 48 million likely locked in withdrawals, which means they cannot withdraw those funds. It's their funds, but they cannot withdraw it from the FTX exchange because they do not have enough liquidity. Very bad situation for the market. Bitcoin, let's talk about Bitcoin for a moment. Bitcoin sinks under 16K. The reason is because all of this cascading effect of FTX going down and bankruptcy and effect on other tokens and other projects in the space. Almost 1 billion worth of Solana tokens to be unlocked by Thursday. So this is today, essentially, right? Yeah, very, very sad situation. Very sad situation. And the lesson is, do not misappropriate customers' funds. Do not trade on them. Do not lend them, borrow against them, etc., etc. What apparently FTX has been doing. So they even got recently a crypto exchange. FTX won a license in Dubai to open local headquarters. I guess that is going to halt as well. But the question remains right now whether this was the bottom. Of course, we created a new bottom lower than the previous 17.5 when we had this crash. Remember this crash right there of 40% of Luna Terra collapsing and 3 Arrow Capital collapsing and all of that. Now we are in a worse situation. We were building a pretty solid base for Bitcoin, and now all of this momentum is gone for Bitcoin. So we're going lower, and the question is whether we already saw this bottom, 15,700, or we have more pain to go. Are we going to go all the way to $12,000 or $13,000? That is the question on people's mind right now. And I don't know what will be the situation. The market is slightly better right now. It's highly volatile. What's going on right now in the market? So trade with caution. Can go in both directions right now. After such a severe drop in Bitcoin of essentially 24%, we've been through these things before, but that creates a new yearly low, $15,600. Crazy. We might get some relief rally and then face rejection once again, something like that. Go and then face rejection and then go even lower. That's a possibility when we'll hit a maximum pain in the market. Or we already saw the maximum pain in the market already. So that's a question that we'll need to see, because the cascade effect of FTX going down. FTX is one of the biggest exchanges in crypto, right? It's not a small deal, it's a very big deal, and the cascading effect of that can be felt for some time, and it's going to be felt for some time, for weeks and months ahead. So we are not anywhere close to beginning of the bull market. Maybe in the next 12 months, maybe towards the end of 2023, we're going to start talking about the beginning of the bull market. But right now is the time to pay attention and to accumulate. This is accumulation zones. Buying some Bitcoin, buying some Ethereum, and these levels, holding it for extensive period of time. Yeah, That's the strategy that you can win with, right? When you pick up the coins cheap, when it's on a sale, when it's on a discount, and then selling it at a profit later on. So sad day for the crypto markets overall. We are doing slightly better than at the at the bottom of when Bitcoin reached 15,500. So we're doing slightly better, but overall the market is completely collapsed. All of the coins are down, as you can see in the last 7 days. Almost all. You see OKB token is up 18%. Interesting. There are some tokens that are up. Not everything is down, but the majority are down. So that's what I want to share with you guys. Really brace up for the next days ahead. Stay strong and take advantage of the opportunities in the market, which means accumulating. When people are panicking and selling, this is the time to accumulate, right? And you can buy like proportionally, DCAing, like not buy everything, but buy portions. It drops down, buy portions, right? And this way you'll get a nice bag at a decent, good price, and you reap the reward when the bull market starts. So that's what I want to share with you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.